Hey there YouTube, this is Roland coming to you with another tabletop review of one of my personal rifles, actually my favorite rifle. This is my 308 Savage Model 10 FCP SR. Boy, is that a mouthful. I've done a couple things to it, and I just wanted to tell you about it and what I thought. It's a great rifle. It has a lot of real good things that come with it, and a lot of stuff that I've added to it, and we'll go through all those, and all the cool stuff that you can do to yours. So let's get started. It's in 308. It comes standard with a Accu stock. What that means is an aluminum bedded stock, and the pillars for the action have been bedded inside this stock within aluminum blocks. There's an aluminum chassis inside here. Comes with a 10-round detachable box magazine. Oversized bolt handle, Accu trigger. Mine breaks from the factory at about almost 2.9 pounds, so it's almost 3 pounds. It works really well. I left it the way it was from the factory because I liked it, so it worked. Have a really nice digicam camo pattern on there, which is awesome. Looks cool, works well. It's a good looking rifle. The butt pad that comes with it is respectable, nice and thick, reduces recoil, nice and squishy. Everybody wants a squishy butt pad, so it works real well. Another thing you get on the this Model 10, not all Model 10s come with this feature. It's a 3-position safety. What it does is when it's all the way to the rear, the bolt does not open and the gun does not fire. If you move it one forward, the bolt opens, but the gun does still not fire. And then if you move it all the way forward, then the gun will fire and the bolt opens, of course. So that's just some of the stuff you get. This gun retails for about $1,200. Your mileage may vary on that. You might not. You might find it for more or less. So really smooth, clean action. I really like the way it shoots. It's very, very smooth. When I first got it, I had some problems with the magazine. I know that's not from Savage. Accuracy International uses the same kind of mags. I hope that they have better luck than I did. It was just a feed lip problem. I fixed it. Wasn't a big deal. Got over it. What happened was you fill it full of ammunition and then work the bolt, and all the rounds would shoot out of the top of the action. Let's see. Modifications. We have this Southwest Precision cheek piece. It's made of Kydex. It is very light and robust. Just all around very good. I installed this. It was pretty straightforward, easy to do. Really like it. Cost you about $70. I wish it came with the rifle from the factory. They do produce a rifle that comes with these. I wish this was one of them, but it's not, so that sucks. But I installed it and I love it. It's a awesome rifle. It works really well. Or cheek piece, I'm sorry. In this rifle, you get a 24-inch heavier profile. It's not a true bull, but it's like a heavy profile fluted barrel, 24-inch. I have a Surefire muzzle brake, suppressor ready Surefire muzzle brake hanging out there. What are you doing, little dog? Get out of here. It reduces recoil, plain and simple. It just does. It is a great muzzle brake. Works very, very well. It has everybody that sees it, they go, oh, does that really work? Yes, it does. It's freaking awesome. I love it. Got a jet. Let's go. Let's see. I have let's get up here. This is oh god, he's taking his scope off. No, it's cool. It does not come with this. This is a Wever 20 MOA base. This is a true 1913 Picatinny rail. It works very well, very rock solid. It just works, and it costs about $40. It's not too bad in the price range. If you use the original base that comes on this, it will not work with your LaRue mount if you decide to go that route. If you get the same setup as I do, it will not work with the LaRue mount. What they've done on the original, I don't have it, but I can kind of explain it. They have this cut that goes through the center of each one of the rails, and it doesn't give you enough surface area to lock up on your locking blocks right here. And if you can tell, there's a little bit of wear on each corner. That's because there wasn't enough lockup, and it kind of marred it. So that's what happens if you're wondering, that if you put a LaRue mount on a original base for a Savage Model 10 FCP SR, you will have problems with it. So that's what I did. I just got rid of it, put a good solid one-piece 1913 Picatinny rail on there, and then I was done. And this one also has a 20 MOA base. To the mount is made by LaRue Tactical. The model number is LT120-QD. QD stands for quick detach, of course. 34 stands for 34 millimeter tube. This scope is a 34 millimeter tube, not a 30. So that's just something you got going on there. I have some targets that I'm going to show you guys here in a second. Got a blaze. So this is an awesome mount. I've done extensive testing with it. It's very rock solid. Has, I mean, some awesome stuff going with it. Has I've done shoot, take it off, put it back on, shoot, take it off, put it back on. It works. Returns to 0, and I haven't had any problems with it. Onto the scope. The scope is a Bushnell Elite Tactical FFP 3.5 to 21 power. That is a with the G2 DMR reticle. It's an awesome scope. These retail for about $1,500. I didn't pay that much. I work at a gun shop, so I don't have to pay full price. But that is awesome scope. It's an FFP scope, first focal plane scope. What that means is when you look through the gun or through the optic, the object you're looking at when you turn up the power grows just like you normally would with any other scope, but your reticle also grows. It gets larger, and what that does is make your mill value exactly the same on any power. So if you want to mill something at low or high power, it doesn't matter, or anywhere in between, it's always the same. That's what's awesome. I chose this scope for a couple different reasons. I originally wanted a Leopold because that's what everybody else had, and I thought it was really cool, and and then I got my hands on a Leopold Mark IV, and I didn't like it because of this. If you turn the turrets in a Leopold, it doesn't actually fall directly on the line. If you can see that, it doesn't fall directly on the line. It actually sits like it would sit like right there. It would sit next to the line. And I do a lot of precision machine work, and if I had to do that all day on my equipment, I would screw up stuff, I guarantee you. Like, it wouldn't work well for me, and I just couldn't do it. So I didn't like that. This one was in my price range, and I really, love it. So it works real well. I originally wanted the same scope, different reticle, the Horus H59 reticle. That's another really awesome reticle. If you want to know what that is, I'll put it in the description. I'll put a link to it to something. But that's an awesome scope. Worth every penny. Expensive, but worth it. The mount will run you about $260. Now, when I bought it, it was closer to $3. I think they've come down a little bit. The mags, if you're wanting to get some more of those mags, they're about $70 on Brownells. Didn't talk about the bipod. Everybody has a Horus bipod, or Horus, no, Harris bipod, and that's pretty much the industry standard. Everybody knows that Harris is really good. They produce a great product. I suggest get one. They're about $100. This one has the tilt in it. If you're gonna do some real long range shooting, I think you should have this because you will need it if you do any kind of real long range shooting. Unless you're doing like bench rest and you don't need any kind of tilt, the surface that you shoot from is relatively very level. You don't really need it, but I think that for most people that actually get it out and get it dirty, there's some dirt there. I actually use this rifle. But if you actually get it dirty and take it out in the field, you will need a tilt. Here's some accuracy testing I did. That is a 110 grain Hornady tap. That is gold medal match, 168 grain. It's that Fiocchi 150 grain. That's not very good. That's probably me. That's not the rifle. This rifle, I would say, shoots about a half minute of angle, honestly. Most of the larger groups is probably me and rushing it. And I did one of these tests at the end of our shooting day, and that's a good one. That's a Fiocchi 168 grain. That's a good group. This is 168 grain gold medal match. But yeah, that's those are a couple targets I did. Mostly it's me, but I would say that it does about a half-inch group. Your mileage may vary, but one thing that's awesome about Savage is that they put the highest end barrel from the lowest end rifle to the highest end rifle in all the rifles. So you from their really expensive bench rest shooters all the way down to the Savage Axis, you get the same quality barrel. And you have that on every model, so you still get a very accurate rifle. Yeah, you don't get all the bells and whistles, the 3-position stock, the oversized bolt handle, the AccuTrigger on some of them, but you still get that really good barrel in every one of their guns, so you really have a accurate gun out of the box. Yeah, you might have to play with some loads and see what weight your gun might like, but that has more to do with harmonics than actual barrel quality, so don't let that discourage you. If there's anything you guys want to know about, if I missed anything, feel free to put it in the comments below. I'll get back to you. This is Roland. I got all this stuff from the BDC Gun Room in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. I'm out.